What's good, everybody? I'm Jay, and this is the first video that I'm actually putting up on YouTube. I've had a YouTube account since like October, September, something like that. But I just never got the chance to put up videos because I was really busy at the time that I made my account. But yes, I am a stud. So just for some females out there that will be like, "Oh, are you a guy?" Because I'm not. I'm a straight female. Not straight. I'm lesbian, but I'm a female. Um, I'm 18 years old. Fresh 18 years old. Like, my birthday was November 4th, so, I'm freshly 18. So I guess considered to some people I'm still a baby. But, yeah, so since this is my first video, I wanted to talk about long distance relationships because I've had a few of those, and I want to give advice to everybody that may be in one now or, was thinking about starting one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with, you know, long distance relationships because to some people and for some people it works better because, it helps with trust or whatever. But for me, in my case, it doesn't work at all because um, I'm not saying that, in a long distance relationship, there's going to be cheating because most times there isn't any cheating at all involved in the relationship. But my experience, there was cheating, and there wasn't really any trust. Like, I was in an 8-month relationship with a female, but I never, it's kind of, this is a grimy story. I don't want nobody to think that this is the way I am because this was the past. This was about a year ago. I'm not like that, you know. I don't I don't do this to women. I'm in a relationship now, and I don't act like this. And yes, she lives here in Buffalo with me, but I was in a relationship for 8 months with a girl, but I never told nobody. I didn't tell nobody I was in a relationship with her. I don't know if she was doing the same over there, but um, I mean, to me, like, along this relationship, it was something I wasn't serious about. I didn't take it seriously. I was thinking like, oh, this is just a thing, like, because to me, like, a long distance relationship can't really be considered a relationship because, you can't see the person. Even though some people was like, well, you don't have to see someone to love them or care about them. I understand that. You don't have to, you know. But I played with her emotions. I mean, like, I loved her, but I wasn't in love with her like I made it seem. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, and she like, I don't know if she was faithful to me, but she lived in Rhode Island or whatever. But I wasn't as faithful as I could have been. I was still I had girlfriends over here while I was still in a relationship with her, which is bad on my part because then that means that I was cheating on him too. But technically, to me, like, she wasn't a real relationship. But like I said, that was a year ago. I'm no longer like this. I'm faithful now. I changed because I realized one day I was like, I can't continue to act like this if I ever want to be happy. And that was the one relationship where I cheated. I never cheated on nobody else a day in my life. Like, I'm being completely honest. I've always been a faithful person, but it was just this one relationship where it was like I wasn't taking it seriously. So I felt as though I could, do what I wanted just because she wasn't here with me in the same city, you know. But my advice to people in a long distance relationship is if you're gonna make it work, you have to make it work on your end too. You can't just, be like, oh, well, she can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna continue to do what I want to do, because you're not single still. Just because you still have that mindset because you're not with her. It's hard because you're gonna feel lonely because you see, your friends with their girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever, and you're gonna be like, well, damn, like, my girl's not even here for me to go out with them. And it's gonna hurt at first, but I mean, you have to make it work on your part. If you truly and deeply care about that person, you have to make sure that you are gonna be, like, down for them. Like, don't just like, think that just because they're over there, you can go and sleep around with any girl, go out clubbing and bag bitches, and like, um like go out on different dates and have numerous girlfriends. Like, no, that's not okay in any circumstance. And I understand that now, coming from my point of view, because I hurt many people in the process of that. So it's like, I'm a changed person now. I'm no longer gonna be out there, doing stupid shit. Like, I'm about to be 2 months with my girl in 2 weeks, and I haven't talked to a single girl since I've been with her, and I'm making sure that I don't. Like, at this point, I'm 18. I figure, it's time to get serious and grow up. You know, I can't continue to play these child games, and I don't have time for those child games. And I know the person that's like, if you're in a long distance relationship and that person's completely faithful, they don't have time for those games either. They're putting their heart on the line too, you know. But I'm just saying, make sure that there's trust in the relationship. You need to build that trust, make sure that, like if you guys have Facebooks or whatever, make sure that she knows that you care. Like, write on her wall, make statuses about her. Make sure that other females don't write on your pictures or comment on the pictures. Like, have your date everywhere so that other females aren't thinking, it's okay for them to write on your wall, because then that causes problems. Like, oh, you talking to mad females, like, because that was a problem too. Like, talking to mad females, you don't rep my date. You don't want problems in a relationship, because trust me, when it's long distance, the problems are intensified because there's already that trust issue and that wall, that barrier, because of the distance. Like, you could be like this far apart, and then like, if you continue to have those problems, then the distance, like, that was once this, is magnified because of the fact that you are having problems. So my advice to everybody that's in a long distance relationship or that's trying to, is make sure it's something that you really want to do before things get serious, and make sure that you are completely 100% a faithful person, because to be honest with you, it's completely hard, and it's a struggle to go through. Like, I don't recommend a long distance relationship to everybody, but some people it's for them, some people it's not. I'm one of those people that I can't be in a long distance relationship, not for too long anyway. I mean, you think you could do it, but then once you're really in it, it's really hard. Trust me. It's difficult. But like I said, not to all people. But I apologize for like this long ass video, but subscribe to me and leave your comments on how you feel. Like, leave them right down there. But I'm out. I'm gonna get off this so I don't take up any more time. But that's my thought on long distance relationships.